everything we've been through for the last 2 years. We're justified in what we said then, we're justified in what we said now because we have the evidence, you know. But it seems like, you know, the story's completely disappeared, you know, the hysterics has gone. You just got to look around London and say no one's really in a mask. It's only the really devout, the real hypnotised that are wearing them still. And those were the hardcore, those were the, you know, if you wore a mask religiously, those were the people that you were agreeing with, you know, and even the people in masks now taking the piss out of people in masks. So, but yeah, it's moved on, hasn't it? You know, we had the war, you know, a lot of people really concerned about that. And when you've got a next story to be entertained by, you know, it's very easy to forget, you know, people's memories are short. The thing now is, you know, something I realised a long time ago, you know, we were never going to stop what was going to happen. It had to happen for us to get to where we want to get to, which is justice and change within inside every single nation across the planet. The problem is now is this WHO treaty that they're talking up, you know, of the plan that they're implementing. And what they want to do now is they want to have every single country signed up to this treaty, which will allow the likes of the WHO to determine what we do going forward. Now, you've already seen how they treated us, what they've done to us, you know. So any kind of treaty that they're talking about now, on top of what they're talking about now and what they're doing now in the likes of Davos, we are literally going down the same road, you know. So this is why we're out again. This is why I'm out again anyway, you know. The gist of today was, you know, don't hurt the children. They're already hurting the children. We've gone past that. That's always going to happen, you know. It's always going to play out. So we ain't really stopping anything. But ultimately, it's about making people aware of what they're trying to do now. And it's about control on a global level. They care about their profits. So ultimately, we're out here again, fighting against the likes of them, trying to raise awareness and trying to do what's right. Unaware, if I'm honest. You know, you've only got to look at how the last 2 years the government and the media, 24/7 indoctrination from the likes of the media. Where are you seeing this now about this treaty? You know, you ain't seeing this now, and it's because they don't want you knowing. And they don't want you knowing for a reason, because the truth is the truth, and the truth will stop all of this. The more people that step into the light and step into the truth, the quicker this is all done. And like I said before, this don't stop until we stop it. They've got a plan, they'll implement it, and that's all there is to it, you know. Well, this was always their plan, isn't it? You know, they've implemented these kind of like laws that they're trying to pass to stop legitimate protests, to stop the likes of us who have legitimate concerns about these absolute psychopaths that are in government, you know. I don't call them politicians, I call them terrorists, because if you look up the definition of terrorism, it means to scare the general public, yeah, for a political gain. That's what's happening here, you know. So these terrorists in power at the moment don't want what's best for us. They want what's best for their pockets, and they want what's best for them. So, you know, when this stops, when the people stop coming out, that's where you want to really be scared of what's happening. And luckily enough, you know, there's a few thousand still out, prepared to come out, prepared to be ridiculed in front of the public, prepared to put their, you know, their necks on the line for what's right, you know. So. For a while I was kind of understanding, you know, I get it, I get the squeeze, I get the blackmail, you know, when it's your job, when it's your livelihood, when it's your children, when it's your home that's up for grabs, you know, I get why people follow through, but ultimately, you know, how many times are you going to be fooled? You know, one thing I've been asking a lot of the police today is, you know, do you know, haven't even been laughing because they see how funny it is now. But ultimately, when the time comes, which I believe it will do, how many of them will to continue life, you know, so. We'll see. That's all we can do, you know. We just got to see what plays out. It's a hard one to understand. You know, you've only got to look at the people advertising it to give you a rough estimate of what's happening. It's the same people who are lying to us, so I take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not
World order again.
That's it, yeah. For me, it's just another story to push people down a road. You know, they've got everyone's heartstrings again. People are more concerned about what's going on over there than what's going on in their own lives. I mean, it's all for virtue. This is what it's become. We've become a nation of people trying to score virtue online because it looks good. It looks a certain way, you know. And it's faking it. You're faking it. You're not actually bothered, because if you were bothered, you'd be bothered about the children and the likes of the people behind us who are allowing this to happen with all the facts out there, you know. So. Keep your hypocrisy, you know, that's what I say. Don't give up, that's my biggest one, you know. Me personally, I've been through a mad journey over the last couple of years, you know. I've never really understood mental health until now, really, you know, and it's all about keeping yourself well, not giving up on what's happening, remaining positive throughout it all, because ultimately, sorry, if you're using history as an example, we always win. Light always triumphs over darkness. So, you know, keep it up and don't stop. And keep it on a local level as well. This is great coming to London, but do things in your own area. You know, change what people's perceptions are around you rather than in a mass scale, you know.